have a guy best friend that I do everything with. I never asked him to be in a relationship with me, but I did tell him that in order for us to be, that I would need some sort of commitment.
Whose choice was it for y'all to have a friendship?
Yeah.
It was mine. His nickname for me is Pretty. So I know that he likes me, but I enjoy the friendship. I enjoy going out to eat.
I'm frustrated. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm frustrated. Like, come on. You said you know he likes you.
At least he wants to have sex. I know that much.
Okay.
Have you been dating other people in this time?
Yes. And I talked to him about that. We're not having sex. I'm having sex with somebody else.
Wait.
I'm so frustrated. Bro, what is happening? I gotta talk to you about your relationship problems. I gotta be there to vent to. I'm shopping with you. We going out. We eating. I'm paying for the meals. It ain't like she put her credit card down and she somebody else. That's just crazy to me. Be honest. Don't lie. Is the other you and your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Exactly.
But he gotta be your boyfriend.
Oh my God.
So what's the issue? Why are you not entertaining going to that level? You're not attracted to him whatsoever?
I mean,
You don't like him.
no. I don't want to mess up the friendship because literally, like, he is the only man that I have around that I can depend on.
Okay, wait.
Can I please say something?
I gotta
Mess up the relationship.
This needs to be a conversation of 3 types of emotions: emotional maturity, emotional responsibility, and emotional integrity. Come on. It don't sound like you're practicing good emotional integrity to keep someone around that you know how they feel about you. And I'm gonna reap all the benefits because I know he likes me. And I'm gonna come and confide to him about all the men that I'm sleeping with and what I'm doing. You have to have some integrity in how you dealing with that man. Because it's kind of messed up. Shoe on the other foot. We don't like guys that do that. And it's not your emotional responsibility to cut things off, but you have to have the emotional integrity and maturity to say, I don't need to stay friends with this person in this space. You started off by saying, this is my best friend, baby. This is not what friendship is made of. This is some We
Real.
sit here listening like, girl, this is painful to hear on his behalf. He at home crying right now.
No, don't post this. Do not post
Girl.
this.
Listen, I'm a girl's girl, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna sit here and agree with everything that we do. We talk about wanting something different, wanting a godly man, wanting to be chosen, but then we're out here entertaining men that we know we don't even like. We keep conversations going just for the attention, entertaining someone's interest just because it feels nice to be wanted. And I say this from experience because there was once a time where God had to deal with me personally on that. He showed me just how selfish that really was, how careless it is to play with someone's emotions just because you're lonely or bored or craving validation, and how it doesn't just hurt them, it damages you too. We love to talk about men needing to guard our hearts, but when's the last time that we guarded theirs? If you know that there's nothing there, then stop entertaining it. Stop replying just because it feels good to be wanted. And let's be real, that's not protecting your peace. That's feeding your pride, and it's not maturity. It's manipulation. And then we have the audacity to turn around and say, there's no good men left. No, there are good men. We just don't know what to do with them. We mishandle them. We use them as fillers for the emotional space that we never surrender to God. We keep saying that dating is hard, but it's not hard. It's us. We've normalized leading people on. We've romanticized being unavailable, and we've made ego look like confidence. But God can't bless that. He's not going to send you something sacred when you still treat hearts like they're disposable. So yes, I am a girl's girl, but I'm also going to hold my sisters accountable. And if you can't honor someone's heart, then you're not ready to ask God for theirs.
Ladies,
Even on the day of giving thanks, boy, these think pieces do not stop. Viewer discretion is advised.
if you decided to go 50-50 with a man and now you guys are happily married or engaged and you're paying 50% of the bills, he's paying the other 50, but somehow you found yourself in the kitchen this holiday doing 100% of the cooking and cleaning, congratulations, babe, you've been scammed.
And scene. Fellas, if you go 50-50 with your woman and now you guys find yourself happily married or happily engaged, and at any point in time in your relationship, you find yourself doing 100% of any maintenance for the cars in a relationship, congratulations, you've been scammed. You know how stupid that sounds? Why can't women want to do things for their men? I know so many women that take pride in going in that kitchen and taking care of business, making sure everybody gets fed properly and that they enjoy the meal. It gives them some kind of joy. But you, on the other hand, say, oh, no, they must be scammed. How? Why? What is y'all issue with people that go 50-50? At some point in time, you're going to have to do 100% of something. At some point in your relationship, it's going to happen. And so just because she decided to get in the kitchen and take care of business and make a wonderful meal for her family, she's been scammed? The projections on some of you, I just don't understand it. If you are so happy, if you know that, oh, I'm not going 50-50 with nobody, I ain't got to deal with none of that, why can't you just do that in peace? Why can't you allow the people that do want to go 50-50 to do their own thing in peace? Why must you get on here and make such an ass of yourself for someone that claims to be so happy with the decision? You can't possibly be. You spend more time talking about other people's situations than your very own. That's how I know a lot of y'all are not really happy. But you know what? Fortunately for y'all, you ain't got to listen to shit I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep it change.
If you want to know what it's like to be an avoidant man, the guy who's saying, I'm not ready for a relationship, or he's just giving you all the excuses, I want to tell you what it feels like in a man's body that prompts him to pushing things away and giving it foggy, blurry excuses like I'm not ready to be in a relationship, even though you know there's something deeper. By the way, I'm Taylor Love, Explain the Man Brain. If you like that kind of stuff, hit the follow button. So being someone that's pushed away almost every woman that he's ever been in a relationship with, I can tell you there's this experience of heaviness, of suffocation, of I just need space that can lead to a man pushing away. And that feeling, you could say, comes from maybe enmeshment issues with his mom, could come from his perception of there being just too much responsibility in it, could come from him not being super clear on what his mission in life is, and therefore not being able to choose a woman who's in alignment with that mission because he doesn't have it yet. But deep down, there's this feeling of I need to have it all together before I involve someone else in my life. And I know it's nonsensical. I know it's not logical. I know it's impossible to have everything figured out. But what I'm sharing is the felt experience of the avoidant man, knowing logically that he's never going to have everything figured out, but having the feeling internally that he needs to get it figured out. And if he doesn't, he's going to have someone else dependent on him before he feels able to be dependent on himself. So the guy saying, I'm not ready to be in a relationship with you right now is saying, I don't know how to be in relationship with myself right now. Him saying, I just need to focus on work stuff is him saying, the stuff that I've got going on with work is overwhelming me. I feel anxiety and fear every single morning. And my inability to process and express my own emotions are making me feel clogged up and incapable of having anyone else's emotions in my field. Therefore, I'm going to push away the things that make life feel heavier and try to reach some magical state of stillness inside that hopefully will stay long enough for me to be able to hold a relationship, even though I know it never will. That sounded like a haiku or something. Follow for more.
You can't just make it easy. Why do you have to be so difficult? Why do you have to be so difficult?
You want to make it easy for you.
I'm not. It could be easy for everybody. You just want to make my life miserable because you have this persona in your head, thinking that I'm cheating on everybody. And if I am, I would like to see proof. Because there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. And that's what's funny. I'm not intimidated by you anymore. I'm not scared by you. There's nothing that you can do that will intimidate me. Nothing. You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you about my kids? Huh? I'm not afraid of you. I'm sick of you always trying to intimidate me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you.
Hey, I'm Officer Moran. What's going on with your husband?
I mean, I'm sure you know his side of the story.
Yeah, and I want to get yours. So
yeah, it's probably true.
Okay.
What he said.
What do you think he told me? Like, I'm just trying to get your side, okay?
We've been going through this for 3 years.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds like it's
it hasn't gone this far. I don't know. I'm sure he told you everything. He's really good at building cases against me.
Okay.
He's a very smart man.
Okay, so what from your perspective, what happened?
He knows how to push me past my limits and manipulate me to the point to where I finally break, and then he does stuff like this.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, like in general, that this is like an ongoing thing. But what about today? How did he do that today?
Trying to threaten that he's going to have full custody of our children.
Okay.
Not say that exactly, but don't worry about it. I got it. The words that he says, I don't even know how to put it in words right now.
Okay.
You know, and I really like that clip where the woman was talking about, I'm a girl's girl, but I'm also holding the women accountable. And she said something that I think men have been saying over and over again. You want us to guard your heart, but when are you going to start guarding ours? When are you going to start taking us seriously? Men have been saying that for God knows how long. And each and every time a man says, you know, well, what about my feelings? What about my emotions? After you just asked him to talk about his emotions and share his feelings with you, and then you sit up in his face and tell him, be a man. Men used to go to war. Why are we talking about your feelings right now? We should be talking about mine. There can only be one diva in the relationship. Stupid. We're not talking about a diva right now. We're talking about somebody's emotions. Do you understand that you just disrespected somebody? Do you understand that you just hurt somebody's feelings? Do you understand that you just said something that was off the wall? If somebody said that to you, you would be upset and you would cry for days. You would run out the door and run to your girlfriend's arms so they can hold you and caress your hair and run their fingers through your hair. You be over at your, if a man said half the stuff, 25% of the stuff to these modern women that they be saying to men, they be over at their friend's house. Friend gonna have to plan a pool party for them. Friend, one is rubbing her hair, one is massaging her feet, or one is giving her a facial. Cause they be so destroyed. Get the heck out of here.
You can move your hands. Yeah. You like this? Setting the bars though. You see all that's right here? Happy anniversary, baby. Happy anniversary.
This cool.
This cool?
Yeah.
What the you mean it's cool? Girl, you don't see you all over the place? This nice as hell.
Okay, but I'm a grown woman. Like, you do this for 15-year-olds. Like, you should have bought me something or did something or...
So this ain't good enough? Look at all this. This is romantic as
Okay, but I'm grown as like, this is childish.
Bro, you talking about you
cool.
grown.
It's cool.
Grown people don't complain about stuff that somebody gives
I
them.
said it's cool. Like, it's cool. You know? It's
That's all it is all right, cool? I just try to show you I appreciate you. I show you a whole little room, you know what I'm saying? Renting this room and all, got it together. Look, nice picture of us.
All this you spent on this, you could have spent this on something. Like, something else, going out drinking or something like something. Like,
you want to do that? And we can just buy together. You tripping. I just hooked us up, bro.
I buy with you every day. I buy with you every day.
This would be all I'm talking about. Like, you ain't grateful for shit, bro. You worry about what you vibing with, man. At the end of the day, I'm trying to do something nice for you. So you don't like this like that? Yeah, all right, man. Anniversary, for real.
But the vow is really just a litmus test for, are you willing to do a completely benign, harmless thing if your man asks for it?
I just don't think I'm comfortable doing it.
But demonstrate the harm.
I just don't feel like, it just doesn't feel right in my head to do it.
You can't say, I want all the chivalrous stuff, but your husband asks you to do one minor subservient act, and you're like, no, why would I do that?
Do you want a guy to like open the car door for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want a guy to observe the sidewalk rule, so when you're walking down the street, he's closer to where the cars are.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a guy to pay for the first date?
Yeah.
Second date?
Yeah.
All dates?
Preferably.
Okay. All right. So what are the things that women do that are equivalent or commensurate to the various chivalrous acts that women want or sometimes even demand or expect at the very forefront of dating and relationships?
I feel like it depends on the person. I mean,
they don't do anything.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight. I will say it. I love men. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. But I don't love a stupid man. If you can't be with my peace, you can be with the door. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours? I'm sick of men telling me, oh, wait, you know you hardcore. Yes, I am.
Can you handle it?
Oh, well, what you bringing to the table? I am the table.
I'm rich, I'm successful, and I can fight. What about that would be attractive to a masculine man? And she wants a masculine man. But what I don't think a lot of us women understand is that masculine men who want to provide and want to protect, they do not want to be in competition with the woman that they are trying to provide and protect. Y'all understand that, right? And this is coming from a reformed, I'm a strong, independent woman, I don't need no man. Once we understand that we don't want to be strong and independent, that is a survival tactic. That is a defense mechanism, because a lot of us have been let down, and I understand that. But the man that you want doesn't want that type of woman. And I want y'all to pay attention that as she continued to talk, I don't understand why a man wouldn't want a woman like me. Yeah, I can fight, and I am the table. She started to sound like a man. And I've seen quite a few people that have made response videos to this video saying, you can't take her seriously. She's a comedian. Everything she does is for jokes. This ain't no joke, baby. You can see the hurt in her eye. You can see her body language. She really wants a relationship. But she doesn't understand that the reason why she can't find the type of man that she wants is because that's the type of man that she is.
Hi, thanks for coming in. I hear you wanted to talk and get some tips on why it's been so hard for you to find the right guy for you. Does it look like I have a problem with finding men? Yeah, you don't want me to answer that. So what is it that you're looking for in a spouse? What is it that you look for specifically? What type of characteristics are you looking for? Okay, so let me just give you like an example. So lately, I've learned that men are intimidated by me. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's almost like I'm too much for them and they aren't man enough for me. Shout out to Tony. But, you know, like, I'll give you an example. So I was talking to this guy and I texted him, hey, right? And it took him like 3 hours to respond to me. Okay, could have been that maybe he was just busy at the time and he texted you once he was available to do so. I mean, yeah, that's what he said, but I know that it was because he was afraid of my power, because he took so long to respond, because he was afraid of, you know, maybe what I would say next. And I mean, granted, I did text him at 3 a.m., but I mean, 6 hours to respond? It's a bit ridiculous, don't you think? All right, let's move on to something else. So what do you bring to the table? I am the table with marble tops imported from Italy. Okay, do you cook? Girl, I got DoorDash. Oh, dear God. Okay, so why do you think that you're still single? Because I refuse to settle, and I know that God is still working on the man that is worthy of me. If God is still working on him, how old, what range do you expect for him to be? Between 22 and 30. And you are? I'm 35, but I look 25 in good lighting, so, you know, that's not a big deal. All right, I think we're done. I think we're done for the day. Okay, girl, well, now that I've talked to you, how long do you think before the man of my dreams, the love of my life, how long you think it'll take for me to meet him?
Girl, bye, dog.
Okay, I love that for me, period.
Did you hear what I said?
I love that for me.
Kitty, won't you wink at me?
What's your question?
I meet people from everywhere. I've seen the world, but for some reason, I still can't find love, not love that's like genuine, someone who don't want me for the benefits.
I think we gotta be honest about presentation.
Come on.
No judgment to you, but I'm saying if I'm meeting you here tonight and I'm looking at how you dress, my thoughts are not gonna be intellectual.
That's not fair, but okay.
That's not fair.
I don't want you to be mad at me. The way you came to that microphone, baby.
Oh my God.
Kitty, can you wink at me?
Kitty, I love you.
I love you too, baby. But let me tell you something. As a woman who done had to go a lot of stages through my life, I done had to go through a lot of seasons, a lot of mistakes. There was a spirit that I operated in a long time ago that made me promiscuous. It was something that attached itself to me, and I lived in it for a very, very, very long time. It was the way that I was speaking to people, the way that I presented myself in conversations, the way I presented myself to men, and those men only wanted me for sex. And I kept going through that same cycle until I released that spirit, until I was delivered from that spirit that was in me. Not trying to go too deep, but I recognized something in you that was once in me before. I'm a wife. I had to release a lot of things. I had to ask God to restore me in a lot of ways. I had to go through a lot of guilt and a lot of shame for mistakes that I made from a spirit that I was operating in that came down my bloodline. You operated in the spirit, baby. You can cover up right now, but even by the way you talk, it's in you right now. And I'm not saying that to beat you down, baby. I hope and pray that you take this to heart.
Of course.
I hope you do. Take this message. If you are running in the same cycle, it's time to do some inner work. You got to look within and see exactly what is the cycle that I'm allowing myself to stay in. You can put on some clothes right now. You go to a man, ooh, can you talk to me for a second? He's going to see the nature that's in you, and he's going to lead, just like what Trill was saying.
Easy Q.
You can cover up all day long. It's in a way that it's in your behaviors, in the way you talk, in the way you interact, in the way you engage, in the way you talk about your future, in the way you talk about yourself. If you're running into the same problem, it's a you problem, baby. What do you want in a man?
Loyalty, love, a God-fearing man, someone who can respect me.
If you want someone to respect you, you got to respect yourself, baby.
Absolutely.
Okay? And if you want a God-fearing man, you got to be a God-fearing woman.
Of course.
As well.
Yes.
Okay?
You're seeing modern women and the way they think about things in full swing. In full swing. And there's nothing that you can do about it. And truth be told, there's nothing that men actually want to do about it. At this point in time, because men have helped. Men have tried to help. Men have tried to give guidance. Men have tried to give direction. Modern women say, oh, I don't like your tone. I don't like the way you talk. So a man softens his tone. Man changes his words. It doesn't really matter what a man says. It comes all the way down to the fact that a woman don't want to hear it. These modern women don't want correction. They don't want you to say anything. They just want you to pay the tab. Pay the tab and get out of my face. Well, I feel like this. That I don't care how you feel. Pay the tab and get out of my face. I want you to think about how I feel. But for right now, I want you to pay the tab and get out of my face. That's what they want. So this type of market where modern women wear anything that they want, do anything that they want, say anything that they want, is not going to be a market that a lot of men are going to stay in.
It's so hard having a good man when your cycle's coming and you want to be crazy. This man is getting on my nerves and he's not even doing anything. And he's being extra nice. He's gonna go get me some food right now. And I told myself, I gotta get it together. Get it together. By the time he goes and gets that food and come back, I better have a smile on my face, attitude. But I can't help it. It's my hormones.
Now listen, this is great, all right? This is perfect because finally, there's a woman telling the truth. All we need for y'all is to tell us. I don't know if your man, if he's seen this video. But see, usually the problem in relationships is they never share this sentiment with us. They just get mean and dangerous and aggressive. And I'm just wondering, like, if any women out there, I'm just telling y'all, if y'all can come to this same conclusion and then just tell us, and we'll be cool. We'll be like, all right. But y'all try to make it seem like it's our fault. Like we did something. And we trying to figure out what we done did now. You know, all the good men, all the toxic men, they know they done did something wrong. So they actually don't care. But that's what y'all like, though.
She's officially changed her name to Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. I feel a way about women who have made a really strong career for themselves off of their own name, getting rid of their name and taking the name of a man.
Also a little hyphen. There's nothing wrong with the hyphen.
What's wrong with the
Millie
hyphen? Feels like we're getting into weird trad wifey territory, especially Millie. She talks a lot about like living on that farm with all those animals and cooking dinner for her husband.
Getting married at like 1920 and now living on a farm feels very
Adopting a kid.
1800s to me.
Very 1800.
It's either like you're your dad's property or your husband's property. I was like,
How about she'll do whatever the
she wants. Was that option ever considered? And notice that nobody on this podcast, from what I could find, actually even has a boyfriend, let alone a husband. So maybe you should shut up. I just think the CIA would love so much to know that if Millie had been throwing it in a circle at the Rolling Loud Music Festival for the entire internet to see, these women would be praising her. You go, girl. I know that's right. But because she wants to allow her husband's last name to continue and bolster a lineage, a legacy, and perhaps when she's not working, she'll cook him a meal. She'll wash a dish or two. She'll take care of her adopted child. Suddenly, she's the Antichrist. I can't do it anymore. Oh my God.
What am I supposed to do with this? Like, what was your intention behind this? I'm not putting this on our door.
No, you're gonna put that in your new apartment or wherever the hell you're gonna live. Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll grab some nails and a hammer, and if you're good at it, maybe find a stud behind the wall or something. You'll take the nail, put it on the wall, tap it in with the hammer.
But why would
and
I
then
hang
you take
this up? But I'm not a cheater.
No, you're not listening to me. Then you'll take this and you'll just hang it up.
But I'm not a cheater.
That way when you have visitors,
I don't understand why
everybody
you have
knows.
this made. But I didn't cheat.
You've been cheating. That's the whole point of this. You think I'd go through all of this if I wasn't sure?
This is so extra.
Yeah, it really is, and honestly, I don't care.
Honest to God, though, like, fine, whatever. I have a Tinder. I don't even know how you found this. Like,
I told you I looked it up on
I
Tinder.
didn't intend for you to find that at all. And like, I don't want to leave you.
I want you to leave me. That's the point. Yeah, I don't
But
know
that's
if you
not
got
what I
that or
want.
not. Oh, I've said it. This will be the third time
Can't
I've
we
said
just-
it now.
we have
I don't care.
I know, but we have kids. We can't just stay together for the kids.
I don't care if we have kids. You cheated on me.
Right, but they need both their parents in the same house.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, I'll be
It's
perfectly
important for their
fine taking
development.
care of them.
You?
Yeah, me.
I don't know why you would think you would get the kids.
Oh, the
Those are
evidence
my
is stacked
kids.
against you, honey. There's a lot more than just this
guess what?
Tinder.
The judge always tends to side with the mom, so good luck trying to take
All
my
right.
kids.
Well, I've been building this case for me for a long time now, so
Yeah,
there's
I'm
gonna be
sure
a
you
little bit
have.
more than this Tinder that's gonna
I'm
be
sure you
popping up.
have.
So
Take this stupid outsider.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
You think dating gets easier as you age, or is it going to get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it would be easy for me. I don't know.
How so?
Because I'm not like these typical girls that are out here showing naked. I'm very like housewife material. I have discernment. Yeah.
What would you say makes you a good housewife, though?
I would say I would listen to my man. Like, I would be there for him. I feel like that's an answer that every woman gives, but in reality, I am very like, my man leads, I follow.
He says, we're leaving Miami because I have a better job in Minnesota. You're going with him.
Definitely, yes, that's my man. I'm gonna go with him.
If he told you, I don't like what you're wearing today, it's a little bit too provocative, you would change for him.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not even comfortable wearing shorts.
If he told you, Lisa isn't the best influence in your friend group, you should probably spend less time with her, you'd listen to him.
Yes, because they're not around my friends as much as I am, so they're able to see things I cannot see.
So where do you think so many women get lost in the, I'm an independent girl and I just don't need a man in my life?
I think it's the internet. The internet has changed women into believing that they can do things on their own and they can they don't need to listen to a man until they're in their mid-30s and buying their own drink and realizing, well, I should have gotten that man when I was in my mid-20s.
Stop, honey, you're being annoying. Stop, you're being annoying now.
See how fast guys become nonchalant in relationship? Watch until the end.
Honey, come on, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
No, I heard you. I'm annoying. No, I got it.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting down. I don't want to annoy you.
What are you doing? I thought we were going out to lunch.
I'm good. I don't want to annoy.
Where are you going?
I'm going over here. I don't want to annoy you.
Oh my God. What are you doing up here? You folding your laundry? I just wanted to see what you were doing.
Clean. Put on my clothes right and fold them away.
Do you want to hang out with me?
No! No. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be touched. Stop laughing at me. Don't touch my titties!
While I was pregnant, I broke up with him. So when I had her, I actually didn't call him to come be a part of the birth. And I think he was a little begrudged, but that's neither here nor there. That was for me. I wanted to have that moment be sacred and special. I wanted to be able to be focused, and just be supported by my mom, my sisters, my aunts, my grandmother. I wasn't myself for a long time.
Here's my issue with this whole thing. A lot of women think that the baby is theirs. Yeah, you carried the baby for 9 months. Yeah, you went through labor and delivery. That's no small thing. But that child is as equally yours as it is the father's. And for you to deny the father the opportunity to see his child being born, that's one of the most selfish things you can do as a woman, as a mother. A lot of women are very selfish and self-centered. They always say, my child, my baby. And y'all think that the father doesn't have any rights to the baby just because you carried the baby for 9 months. You wouldn't have had that baby had it not been for him inserting that sperm into and fertilizing them eggs. Once you have a child, it's no longer about you. It's no longer about how you feel. It's what's the best interest for the child. If that father is not physically, verbally, or none of that, then there's no reason for you to be stripping him of the opportunity to see his child being born. But then turn around and want to put the man on child support.
Modern women, they treat these babies like they're bargaining tools, because at the end of the day, for a modern woman in her degenerate mindset, the baby would technically be a bargaining tool. It's something that I can use to extract not only money, but other resources out of this man. If I want to take him to court and sit up here and lie about him putting his hands on me and being at my house at a certain time, I can do that. If I want to lie about him making more money and him owing me more child support, I can do that. I can keep him tied up in court. I can keep him tied up in whatever legal nonsense I want to. And it'll take weeks, maybe even months, for them to figure out this has no basis. And the worst part about it, I will never get in trouble because I've cried my way out of it. And for some reason, even though the judge sees through my BS and calls me out on my BS, who knows? I might try to get another judge. Hopefully I do. Maybe I ask that judge to recuse himself, even though it doesn't make any sense at all. There are a plethora of tricks that I can try. I have up my sleeve just stupid, wild thoughts that may or may not work. I might sound like an idiot doing it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I'm going to do it nonetheless because my mind is continually on stupidity. It's continually on drama. It's continually on chaos. And that's what I'm here for. Oh, and by the way, kind of like that woman was, I'm going to make it sound like it makes sense when it makes absolutely no sense. It's grade A stupidity.
This video has some women and moms upset. I'm about to play it for you, then explain what's happening.
Love me like a sailor. When you get to tell me what's my flavor. I don't believe God, but I believe that you're my savior. My mom says that she's worried, but I'm covered in the sailor.
She got a bit of criticism and it started an argument because people are saying, should kids start asking their dad's side of the story when their mom claimed that their dad didn't want them? You got some bitter moms in the comments saying that this is probably heartbreaking to her mom, that her mom knows best, because if he couldn't be a good husband, how could he be a good dad? Some say he could have been a great dad, but a horrible husband. That a lot of people stated that this happened to them where they were deprived from a relationship with their dad because of their mom. And they didn't find out the truth that their dad actually wanted them until they were older or adults. I'm gonna be honest with you. You should not stop a dad from being a dad because you got beef with him. That's weird. I'm not gonna sit here and say every dad is good. There are deadbeat and bad dads. But don't keep your kid away from the dad because you got some type of bitter beef with him. I'm happy for these two. Hope, their relationship keep growing.
Every single man that I know will always tell me that a cute girl is way more attractive than like a super hot, like Victoria's Secret model type girl. Literally heard every single one of my guy friends talk about this before, and it stuns me. And then I just saw a dude make a video like this, and I had to weigh in. And like, I don't know what it is. Like, girls, tell me if I'm wrong or not, but when a dude calls me cute, I'm almost like, I'm sorry, what? Cute? Me? No, you got the wrong girl. But actually, it's apparently way better to be cute than it is to be super hot. 95% of men, if you put a cute girl, super cute girl next to a super hot girl, you put them side by side, 95% of men are gonna pick the cutie.
This is absolutely true, because cute equals nice, genuine, and down to earth, whereas hot can include bad attitude and arrogance. So yeah, for guys, when they're calling somebody cute, it's because of their personality combined with their outward appearance, whereas hot can just mean outward appearance.
If my husband talked to me the way that I talk to him sometimes, I would be in a literal puddle. Sometimes I am so mean to that man, and he's always so kind. And I know that if he ever returned the same words and the same tone, I would cry.
You know what the saddest part is that I can't even say that this man can only take so much and that he will someday potentially leave, and you're going to be left thinking, why? What happened? I honestly can't say that because I don't think that's what's going to happen, because I know good men and I know that they will stay. I think that a lot of that has to do with men actually loving greater than women. They love and stay even when there's a lack of kindness, effort, reciprocation, happiness. So when a woman comes on and she's very obviously aware of her lack of kindness, for her to not talk about sitting down with her husband and taking accountability and apologizing on top of changing, it's kind of sad.
So let's nip this man versus bear conversation in the bud right now. The question is, would you rather be in the forest alone with a man or a bear? Not a rapist or a bear. What percentage of men do y'all think are rapists? That's what's really getting to me, because y'all make it seem like it's a 50-50% chance. Like, oh, he might be me, he might not. Have you lost your mind? And before y'all answer that in the comments, because it is a question and I do want an answer, what percentage of men do y'all think are rapists? And when you answer, I want you to put it in the form of a sentence of the men that are in your life. So that way we can bring this back to reality. So I want you to say, of my 3 brothers, 2 of them are. Of my 6 male cousins, 3 of them are. Of my 5 male friends, 2 of them are. I want you to give me those numbers. And I think about this in real life because I have brothers in real life. And if somebody out there chose to be in the forest with a bear as opposed to one of my brothers because you thought there was even a chance that one of them might rape you, bitch, fight me right now. No, fight me right now.
And a man is in a relationship for love. If he in a real, what is he in a relationship for?
You tell us that. That's a good question. What do you think men is in relationship?
Love.
No.
What else?
No.
What am I getting besides somebody saying they love me?
So you think men?
What am I here for if all I'm getting is what you're saying you're giving me?
Which is the love.
What am I getting? So what am I here for? You name it.
It got to be love because there's nothing else that's coming.
Thank you.
I don't believe that though.
That's the up part about it.
I don't believe that.
That's the up part about what the else am I getting?
That's a fact, but I don't believe that. But that is a fact.
That's a part about being delusional as a woman.
Yeah, you're right. Because you're not really getting nothing else. And if a man is really there, it's got to be because he loves you.
Thank you.
Because he don't got to be there.
That's why I say men love unconditionally, women love conditionally.
That's a fact.
That's the truth. Like, at the end of the day, I ain't getting else.
Damn.
Wait, watch it again. Let's watch it again.
An extraordinary man is literally just an average woman. Oh, wow, he cooks, he cleans, he communicates, he's emotionally intelligent, has a job, is reliable, amazing, best man you've ever heard of in your life, right? Name one woman you know who's not all of those things. It's because we are.
Well, I would say she has a great point, except for a couple things. Going to the moon, dunking a basketball in traffic, inventing the iPhone, inventing the airplane, running a mile under 4 minutes, building the Empire State Building, fighting in every war, the road you drive on, building that, the car that you are riding in, every invention, every vaccine, mining, scuba diver, the building that you live in, a man built that, throwing a touchdown, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, World War I, World War II.
Listen, little babies, to my ladies, we're going to have to stop all this wanting to be led, but then we want to lead at the same time. You can't do both. You're going to have to pick one. Okay, and I get it. We be in, survival mode and dealing with trauma, but you're going to have to learn how to put that down and learn how to let a man lead. And in order to even do that in the first place, you're going to have to understand what a leader is, what he look like when you see one. Okay, because we get confused a lot of times with leading comes with just someone knowing how to provide. Providing is not the only thing that determines a leader. And if you know, the system is set against us. It's not women and men versus each other. It's them against us. And they understand the power there it is when we have a family unit. They understand the power that comes with structure. You're going to have to put that down. It's not your role. It's not your job. Let these men do what they supposed to do. Sit the back and shut up.
Yeah, something my dad always used to say, and I used to do too, because I can take accountability for my own actions. The moment a bitch hears the truth, she don't hear. The moment she starts hearing that's the truth and it lines up with her, she don't want to hear the anymore. That's the reason why that video blew up, was because so many was mad, so many views on it, but the likes are mainly men. That's the problem right there. Y'all don't like the truth. And there's a very low percent of ladies in there that actually agreed with the fuck I was saying, because, they listen. They put the 2 and 2 together. They realize I'm not talking about them. Because they're not hoes. Why are they going to get mad at what I'm saying about hoes, which is a whole different category than women? Why would y'all sit there and be in the comments and get mad for hoes if you're not a hoe? Why are you putting the label on yourself? Like, let's be for real. Like,
listen, I just want to give advice to women out there because I'm a little bit seasoned. If you have a good man, don't think you're going to find a better man somewhere else or leave him for a career. That's stupid as fuck. If you have a good man, stay with him and build with him and just be happy with what you have. Stop thinking there's something better. There isn't. There's not anything better out there. Stay with a good man. Because we get bored and we're like, oh, maybe I want to fuck with this athlete. They're anyway.
Well, not according to a lot of these females online who are trying to recruit other females and making sure that they stay single, making sure that they're decentering men. In fact, they're telling them that, look, there's always a better man out there. So if you're in a relationship and you have a small argument, something very, very, very tiny, right? You should leave him and go find somebody out there that's better than him.
If you're a deadbeat man, you can rot in. If you're a deadbeat woman, queen, icon, revolutionary, a modern-day Gloria Steinem single-handedly ushering in fifth-wave feminism, which is just you sitting on the couch eating chips, binge-watching Gilmore Girls while you ignore all of your earthly responsibilities. You are the Susan B. Anthony of spending the day rotting on a bed of torn-open bags of Albanese gummy bears. You are the Betty Friedan of quitting your job and moving into your parents' basement to focus on your improv career. The feminist mystique doesn't hold a candle to your weaponized incompetence. You were never very good at loading the dishwasher anyway. What Mara Wollstonecraft was to advocacy for women's education, you are to advocacy for calling taking care of your own kid babysitting. It's time for the deadbeat woman to rise up, and by that I mean go out for a pack of cigs and come back with a lil puppy that everyone but you gets to take care of.
Now, she's joking, but there's a lot of modern women. There's a lot of modern women that actually do this. So these modern women, they be doing some weird stuff. Lazy, entitled. They want the man to do everything. You pay for everything. That's what I'm saying. I was actually talking to my barber. Today. She's a lesbian. She's a lesbian. She was telling me about her struggles and how, because she takes on more of she looks like, so basically a stud, right? She's like, man, these women, they think because I look like a man and I'm a stud, then, you know, I take on the male role. You know, if I wanted to continue to be with a man, I could have gotten married. I could have had kids. I would have done that whole 9 yards. Look at me. And she showed me pictures when she was young. I didn't have no man. Well, I had men paying for me, you know, since the 7th grade. You know, I didn't have to pay for anything since the 7th grade. I could have been doing that. But this is who I am. I like women. But that doesn't mean that I'm not a woman. You know, she's pretty blunt. And a lot of things that she says, you talk to me straight up. So, you know, underneath this, I got a bra and panties on. I'm still a woman, and I know I'm a woman, but these women be treating me like I'm a man. They expecting me to protect and provide, and I can do all those things, but I like to be spoiled too. I like to be taken care of too. And they don't be trying to take care of you. They be worried about themselves. And I'm just sitting there and get my hair cut. I'm like, yep. Y'all going through it on your own, on your side. We going through it on my side. And what's up with these women? They done gone through life. They done had a husband and kids, and now they decide when their husband and kids leave, they want to turn lesbian. I'm nobody's experience. I'm nobody's project. Yep. Yep. That's what we saying. This is what men be saying. You're not gonna come up saying the same thing, but from a different level. From a different lens. You're not going to come out here, have me paying $500 so you can go have an experience and you don't even like me. This your first time dating somebody it's actually a good dude, and you want me to spend up all my money. You want to act stupid. You want me to fix it for you. Absolutely not. Learn some etiquette. Learn some manners. Learn how to conduct yourself. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be doing that bull crap.